Welcome back to my channel. So, I'm not in the bathroom anymore. I find that just hilarious. So, we checked out of the hotel. No longer in there. So, I'm now staying with my grandmother the rest of the time that I am in California. So, welcome to October 10th. We are now officially 10 days into October, and I'm absolutely loving it. I have some ideas that I want to do for next year that I'm not able to quite do this year. So I have plenty of time to be able to save up and do the things that I would like to do for next year. And get that all sorted out and planned out and everything, because I would like to do something different. If I can, every year, or like something similar, I don't know. Today's story is kind of short as well. And this story didn't happen to me, and it didn't happen to my friends, but the story happened because of me and one of my friends. Speaking of this friend, she just messaged me, so I love that. So basically, when we were 11, one of my best friends and I found out that we were Wiccan. We found out that what we believed in has its own religion. And so that's kind of like when we got into, being Wiccans and everything, and practicing white magic and all of that good stuff, and studying it and everything. And what we used to do is we used to channel all of this energy, and like her and I kind of learned wrong on what to do. We were kind of led to believe that we were supposed to have like multiple personalities and stuff, and all of these personalities are like creatures, like vampires and wolves and werewolves and mermaids and unicorns, and all of the supernatural stuff that a lot of people don't believe in. And I'm one of those people where I believe in things that are unbelieving. So I believe in the unbelieving. And so it's more or less like become, for lack of better words, more like roleplay characters or story characters that we do or use or whatever. And through that, we used to meditate a lot. And in particular, there was one room in the house that every time I would spend the night at her house, we would go and we would sit on it. And we always ended up meditating on this one bed that she had. And if I'm remembering correctly, I think this was her room at the time. Her room had like changed to several different places throughout her house. And so I think that was her room at the time. And we were in there, and she didn't know how to meditate without going too deep into her meditation. So she always ended up going too far. And what's supposed to happen when you're in a meditation is you're supposed to be aware of everything around you. Like, you are not asleep, you're not hypnotized, you're not, even if you were hypnotized, you should still be fully aware of your surroundings and everything, but she wasn't asleep. Like, when you're asleep, you're not aware of things. You're not aware of your breathing. You can't feel stuff. You can't hear stuff, and that's the point that she would get to. And when you're meditating, you're supposed to be aware of things. And like, personally, me being trained and had someone coaching me through meditation, and then me being able to do that to other people and learning and doing my research about it and practicing it a lot, some of the things that you need to be aware of when going forth in learning how to meditate, and I'm going to give you a little demonstration. So generally, you want to sit comfortably. You don't want to sit in a position that you're going to be straining. You want to be able to relax. So if you're in a position, whether it's standing, sitting, or lying down, you want to be in a comfortable position. And you have to close your mind, your eyes. And it's something that I always, do is close your eyes, take a deep breath, and count to 10 in your head. And fill a room. Like, you imagine yourself in the center of a room, and all of your thoughts are in this room. And so all of your thoughts are like, the room is bright, and all of your thoughts are just like floating around you. And in the center of the room is a candle. You want to take all of those thoughts and push them into the candle. Because when you're meditating, you have to let go of all of your thoughts, all of your worries, all of your stress, all of it. So everything that's on your mind, you have to clear your mind of. And in order to do that, you have to move all of those things into the candle. And once all of those thoughts are in the candle, the room should be empty. And it should just be you and the candle in the center of the room. And then in your mind, you have to walk over to the candle and blow it out. And when you blow it out, your mind should be empty. It should be blank. It should just be black. It should just be you in a dark room. And when you've reached that point, I have your full attention. I have your undivided attention, because then you're not thinking, oh, well, what did I eat for dinner last night? Oh, what am I going to do after this? Oh, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, no, you're sitting there and you're taking a deep breath, and all of your thoughts are in the candle, so you don't have to worry about them. And then I might say something like, now envision the distance or the space between the tip of your nose and the tip of your chin. And then imagine the space between the tip of your nose and your toes. And then sometimes I might even say, like, imagine the space or the distance between the tip of your finger and the start of your hand. So you're focusing on your body. You're focusing on the distance between you and something else, or one point of your body and another point of your body. And then I might talk you through, like, how to breathe, and how you should feel your chest expanding, as you're filling up with air, and how it should be deflating when all of the air leaves your body. And then, you're just kind of going through that motion. And then it helps when you hear, like, a constant sound, or you are listening to something that's very soothing. And then, it's easy to then take your mind and say, okay, well, here's running water, so imagine yourself on a beach, or maybe you're standing at, like, a lake or a body of water. Maybe you're at the swimming pool, maybe you're at a waterfall, or, something like that, to get your mind off of everything else going on around you. So you should still be able to hear everything going on around you. You should still be able to feel the things going on around you. Your eyes will be closed, so you're not focusing and paying attention on the things around you, but you should still be aware of them. And that is what she always struggled doing. She would lose complete sight of that. And she would just let all of her emotions take over her body to where she didn't know the distance between, you know, her nose and her feet. Where she didn't know the difference between feeling her chest expand and her chest, going in. She couldn't feel my hand touch her hand. She couldn't hear my voice, when she was doing that, and she was just gone. And when you do that, you're opening a door, because it's called an out of body experience, or not necessarily what was I gonna say? It's kind of like astro projection. It's like you not being in your body, and when you get so far away from that, you open up the door to the other side. And when you do that, the other side comes flooding in. And because she let it get to that point so many times, we both believe that her house was haunted. We have both seen, several things that are kind of like scary, like, and not necessarily, whatever. And so all the time, that would happen. And I basically have to like coach her out of that. And you should never feel so disconnected from your body to where you just fall over. And that's what would happen to her all the time, is she would just fall over. And it kind of got to the point where I didn't really want to meditate with her anymore, because I didn't want her to hurt herself, and I didn't want other things to be let in. And we both learned the significance of that when one day she was staying the night at my house and her mom missed her, and was feeling kind of down and kind of lonely that night and that day. And she knew that she wanted her daughter to be with her friend or whatever, and be able to do that like she wanted. So she just slept in her room, and she got comfortable, she got situated, and then right as she was about to fall asleep, the entire bed started to shake. Like, it was shaking so much that she had to physically get out of bed and leave. And every single time after that she tried going and sitting on that bed, there was so much negative energy on that bed that it would always just shake, 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 shake. And it scared her so much that she was like, look, I don't understand your religion, and I don't really want to understand your religion, but all I know is that is not good, and if that's what your religion means, then I don't want you to do it anymore. Her and I haven't meditated together in I don't know how long, because of the fact that she tends to go like really, really deep, and she doesn't want to scare her mom like that, and I don't want, anything bad to happen or anything. I'm not 100% certain that it's because of the meditation and stuff, but that's the only like logical thought that I can have in my head as to why the bed would shake like that. And there are other like stories from that. Like, I made a candle like blow up. Like, she wouldn't talk to the candle, and I just kept pointing at the candle and angrily saying candle, and then at one point the flame like whoof, and it went up and it touched the ceiling, and it was crazy. However, I have a lot of stuff on my phone right now, so I only have 15 minutes of this video, and we're near that time. So please, if you like this video, go like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to check out my October playlist, and that's the whole story. So thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.